Mate, hold up. We said we're done with the serious intros.
Who said?
Well, we did.
I don't remember that.
Well, I said it, and you're me, so, you know.
Well, I don't care. In a world...
Hey, I told you. We're keeping it light.
You do it on your own then.
Well, technically, I already am. So, anyway. Fuck yeah. Pure wild flight. Get it down ya. How good? Visit nzaerosports.com.
I get to do the next one.
Well, obviously, you moron. We both do.
Of course. I absolutely love the NZ Aerosports business model. I mean, come on. One glance at an Icarus fuck yeah sticker and you know it lines up perfectly with the fucking pilot mentality. But outside their wonderful use of colorful language and a great company vibe, there's a long list of reasons to say NZ Aerosports fuck yeah. NZ Aerosports blows me away right out of the gate as a canopy manufacturer with a bold offer. They give you 10 jumps on your brand new nylon to decide if you want to keep it, swap it out, or even return it for a refund. I mean, seriously, how incredible is that? That's like getting halfway through a prom and deciding you prefer the slightly racier date that goes down faster. Seriously, they do that. If you're not madly in love with your new canopy after 10 jumps, they'll let you swap it out for another size or model, or even get your money back. And the range of canopies they've got? Man, they've got a style canopy to fit every jumper and every situation with models you know and trust, like the Sapphire 3, the perfect choice for the beginner or intermediate canopy pilot. The Crossfire 3, when you're ready to kick it up that elliptical notch. The JFX 2, if you're looking to up your new swoop game. The Leia as the workhorse and dirtwater dirt beast. Or the Petra. The Petra cranks out crazy power and is nothing short of a record breaker. But hey, it's not always about speed either. Take the Kraken. Built as a low pack volume canopy specifically with wingsuiting in mind, she gives you all the performance you're looking for with the reliability you need that'll have you itching for that next formation, rodeo, or puffy cloud. So, the equipment is top-of-the-line kick-ass stuff as you already know, but how about the team? Well, the customer service gang is there to sort you out whenever you need them. Maddie and Beto are always there to help with Jen holding the reins. They're available for you at sales@nzaerosports.com, and they've got a kick-ass live chat tool on the website if you're wanting to hit someone up right away. These are the crew you're going to want to talk to get those custom orders in. With the stock nylon, once you know what you want, they'll have that shit on a FedEx truck as soon as the credit card machine says approved and get you in the air in no time. For your custom orders, you'll be able to get a time frame for building and shipping when you design it, so get to it. And demos. They've got demos in the US available from their partner Rock Sky Market. The whole US demo fleet is there with Sapphire 3, Crossfire 3, Kraken, JFX2, and Leia canopies in a range of sizes. They also offer student and tandem demos in the US. Bottom line, every step of the way, NZ Aerosports is there to get you what you need, and I personally couldn't be happier to be teamed up with them here on Lunatic Fringe. And now, time to get started with Lunatic Fringe Into the Void, brought to you proudly by NZ Aerosports. Fuck yeah.
Coming straight from the cockpit, it's another episode of Lunatic Fringe with the fucking pilot.
Ready, set, go! Back in the can for another edition of Lunatic Fringe Into the Void. Once again, the magic of the internet coming through for me. Tell me, who the fuck are you and what do you do?
Hey, buddy. Well, I'm Juan Mayer. I'm a videographer, a professional skydiver, and that's it. This is what I am. Yeah.
That's exactly what you are. You're Batman, dude. You've got the coolest camera helmet ever with the visor that comes all the way down.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is that your design, by the way?
Yeah, I copy some ideas from another cameraman, of course, like we always do. But mainly, it's something that I customize and I asked for it. So it took me a while to do it, but it's something I really like. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's especially when you're shooting video, it's so important to have a setup that you don't think about, right? It does exactly what you need and it works for you. So you got to get it dialed in.
Yeah, exactly. And mainly something funny about my helmet as well. The visor is black because I'm a little bit shy as well. You know, this is why I'm a photographer and a videographer.
Right.
And I don't like people see my eyes, you know, and many times, depending when I'm shooting, I'm getting nervous, of course, and a lot of stress. and I don't want them to see my face as well,
Sure,
you know?
sure.
So, it's keeping me in I know it sounds funny, but that black visor is keeping me in my own world when I'm doing my job. So it's something particular. This is what I did it.
No, I can completely understand.
Yeah. I'm having problems sometimes with I'm shooting the sunset because it's a little bit dark. But it's okay. It's okay. But regarding my old setup, this is what I need. This is what works for me. This is why I'm sometimes I'm seeing different cameramans with different setups, and I never say, oh, this is not good, or doesn't look good, because it works for them, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So look, we're going to jump you all the way back to the beginning of how you got started, not necessarily just in skydiving, but in anything extreme. Like where did it begin for you?
It was a long time ago, like 23 years ago. I was in the army, so I was looking for something excited, and a friend invited me to do a few jumps. At that time, it was a static line with a reserve canopy in the front, and it was crazy. So I did only 4 jumps. I got really scared, so I quit. So a year after, the same friend invited me to do tandems. It was the first time for him as well doing tandems. So this is how I start. And it really got me into the completely different world. You know, I was a photographer before. And when I saw that in the sky, I was like, oh, this is what I want to do.
So you knew pretty much right away when you decided you wanted to be a skydiver, that photography was the direction you were going to go?
No, straight away, but as soon as I started skydiving, I saw that kind of different world, you know, in the sky.
Sure.
And at the same time, I saw the Norman Kent book of photography.
Oh yeah.
So that definitely make my way to where I am now.
Sure. Now it's funny. It's funny that you say you did static line and hated it, and it was just scary. I just talked to Maxine Tate, who said the exact same thing. She did static line and was like, "Fuck that, no way, I don't need that shit." And then ended up doing a tandem many years later, and it was the same thing. Free fall was what was the hook for her.
Yes, definitely. It was a really scary thing to do.
Now, where was this first jump?
In Argentina, in Buenos Aires.
Yeah. Nice. Now, was it only static line in that area, or were they just starting to introduce tandems?
That was the only option, you know. There was only one guy doing tandems, but only for tourists on the beach. And nobody was allowed to do it as a course, you know. So the only option was a static line. So this is what I started.
You went out and did that first tandem, and then you decided you were going to take up the course?
Yes, I did the tandem, just thinking already to because I was really scared, you know.
Yeah.
And I in my mind was like I really want to do it, but I was so scared at the same time. So I did the tandem. I was still scared because my instructor at that time wasn't really good either. So after 4 or 5 tandems, I was an experienced guy that was traveling already to the US. He was a kind of AFF instructor, so he took me for a kind of AFF course. So luckily I started there, and after 57 jumps, I had the opportunity to fly to the US, to Deland, and it was a complete change, you know. Change everything. It was I really discovered the real skydiving sport, you know.
Sure. Well, it sounds like, especially if it was kind of an AFF course, it would be kind of scary for 57 jumps.
Yeah, well, it was a way to get into what I really like it, you know.
Sure.
But I still like it. I still love it. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? Well, you know, it's kind of funny too, because I was terrified learning how I had a point on the highway where I could turn around without feeling guilty. Like if I got to that point and said, fuck this, I can't do it today, I could turn around and I could go home. But if I drove past that point, I had to go jump. Because I was scared to death, right up until you let go of the airplane, and then it's all okay again.
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
It is weird, but Yeah.
How can I don't understand how letting go of the airplane and potentially plummeting to your death can be more relaxing than driving to the airport, but it is.
It is. It's hard to explain as well, but
Yeah.
this is the way it
So
is. Yeah.
what did the family think when you started skydiving?
Oh, they didn't know it.
Really? You didn't tell
Not
them?
at all. No. And I told my mom as well. I remember it, and she didn't understand it. She
Right.
was, are you jumping out of the planes? I say, yes, mom. And she was like, oh, please be careful. She still
Yeah.
didn't understand that.
Now, and this was when you were still jumping in Argentina?
Yes.
Okay.
But the thing is that at that time there were no YouTube videos. There was no information at all, online.
We're getting old, man.
Yeah, I know.
We've been doing this shit for a long time.
Yes.
So you get to Deland and it kind of all changes for you. What was the spark? I mean, why was Deland so different?
Well, to see a drop zone, people jumping all day long, and bigger planes and different canopies, everything was totally different.
Sure.
And it was hard for me because at that time I didn't speak any English. I'm still not speaking good English, but at least I can communicate now. But it was hard for me, but I was looking everywhere,
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, what were you going to do before skydiving? Like, was there a plan to be something different than a skydiver?
Well, I don't know. It's a good question. I think at the time I found skydiving, I was looking for something,
Okay. All
I
right.
still remember myself having 29, 30 years. I was 30 years old, 29. And I was looking for something, the time of your life, like you're looking for something and you don't know where to go. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I definitely know. It's funny because it seems that skydivers fall into two categories as far as I can see. There's the people that had a whole different life plan and had careers or education that was going to go a whole different direction. And then there's guys like you and me that were like, I don't fucking know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue. And then skydiving came into our lives and it kind of took over.
Yeah.
So you get to Deland, you start jumping there. How long was it before you started trying to work in the sport?
Well, after Deland, I went back to my country and I didn't have more money at all to jump,
Right.
So I was like, now what? Because I got my own equipment and everything, but I didn't realize I didn't have more money to pay for my jump tickets. I got my brand new equipment there and I couldn't jump. So I asked for money. I borrowed money from a friend. I bought a Sony PC-1, the video camera.
Yeah, I do.
Because I saw many people in Deland filming. I remember seeing Gus Wing as well, in the plane.
Yeah.
I still have that picture in my mind.
Mm.
Him standing up in the skyvan with all his equipment and that crazy helmet, So I went back to Argentina and I didn't have enough money. So I borrowed that money, I bought the camera and I started offering videos with 70 jumps.
Wow.
And then people was like, okay. Maybe next time, And I still remember a friend filming a friend and with a tandem. I offered him to film a tandem. He was like, yeah, how many jumps do you have? I say, well, 70. It was a lot. And he was okay, come with me. And I was like, oh shit. He said yes, So I remember him doing the race, say go and letting me go,
Right.
I was exiting alone. I was like, why he stay in the plane, after he explained to me, I remember myself editing that video that I could get the plane in the frame.
Right.
For me, it was good. So I started offering more videos, and I remember it was $25 the jump, and they started giving me $2, $3, $1, and it was good for me. I was like,
yeah.
Now I'm making some money, a little money, and after that they start paying me for the jump, and I start traveling to places in South America, and I start getting a little money here and there, and
sure.
of course I was paying for a lot of things, but It's
Of
okay.
course. Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. You and I think, started for ourselves at the perfect time in the sport, because I was like you. I started shooting video way too early. And if we were to become skydivers today, our careers would never happen because we wouldn't be able to fly camera so soon. I mean,
It's true.
I was
Yeah.
shooting video jumping a PD 190, and I used to have to bury the toggle to try and beat the tandem to the ground so I could get their landing, because the tandems were almost faster than me.
Yeah.
But I was too new in the sport to fly anything smaller than a 190. So
Yeah.
for as much as I bitched that I wish I'd been around for GoPros, if I hadn't started when I did, I wouldn't have had a career.
Yeah, for sure. There were, well, at that time there were no rules. There were not many obstacles, like they're right now. But sometimes I'm thinking, maybe it's too much,
Right. It's
I
changed a
understand it.
lot.
I understand it.
I mean, it's changed so much, though. I mean, there were no coach ratings back then. There, you were, first off, they were still tandem masters,
Yeah.
which I like better.
Yeah.
It wasn't instructor this or coach that, and there was certainly very little regulation on video.
Yeah. It was almost nothing.
Almost.
Even with the wingsuit, when I started flying wingsuit, the only thing available was the Scott Campos book, the guy from Arizona.
Yeah.
And there was nothing else online, absolutely nothing.
Right.
But
yeah.
If you want, I always say, to the new guys, the beginners, I say, if you want something, you will get there, because they are thinking, but I need 1,000 of jumps to get there. Yeah, you will get there sooner or later.
Yeah.
Now it's a lot of regulations, but it's also easier because you have a lot of information everywhere. You go into your computer or to your phone and you can get a lot of information there.
Sure. Well, and also the difference is now there are so many amazing coaches and mentors that there weren't for guys like you and me. I mean, I had friends that kind of helped me put a camera helmet together, but there was nobody to teach me how to fly wings. Nobody to teach you how to get the shot and be where you needed to be. You just had to go out and do it.
Yeah. It's true.
So,
but definitely it was something, was a book of Norman Kent. When I saw it, that it blew my mind. I was like, oh, wow. Bro.
Yeah. Well, he's as OG as they get. I mean, even the new kids coming up know who Norman Kent is.
Yes.
So when did you know video was it? I mean, obviously you got your start shooting video like a lot of us do, but a lot of guys, like me, shoot video to make money and just keep going. But camera kind of became everything in your career.
Yes, it is everything. I remember that there was so many moments, but one in particular was when I went to Paraguay to film a boogie, and after they invited me in Brazil, and I met there Crazy Gerard. I remember asking him the first year that I would love to film the Arizona Challenge, and he was like, okay, no worries, and he was checking it, and after the second year I asked again, and the third year he said yes. So this was the takeoff, I could say, of my career as a videographer, because it was something very challenging. And
sure.
But going a little bit back on time, I remember I was in the army, like I mentioned before, and I was having a really good money there and a good career and everything, but I wasn't really happy, So when I started doing video and filming tandems as well in a small drop zone in Argentina, I took a year without salary to see if I could make more money. And I couldn't, of course.
Sure.
But I was happier,
Yeah.
So after a year, I quit. I said, no. I remember my boss in the army asking me, are you sure? Because this is, for sure, you had a really good money here,
Right.
I said, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm leaving. And I found something I really like.
Sure. Well, it's I think a lot of skydivers figure out very early on in their careers where the importance of money really lies. Money is for jump tickets and gear and cameras and for the bonfire and the case of beer that you owed for this or that. But just money for the sake of money doesn't mean anything if you're not happy.
No, of course not.
And most of the people that dove headfirst into skydiving that had money figured out quite quickly that money is just a means to an end. It's not the end.
Well, sometimes I was lucky to have it very clear at that time,
Mm,
I understand people sometimes they can't take that risk, or because they have families or different obligations. I was lucky at the time to be alone and
sure.
make everything easier for me. But
I
I
think
do appreciate.
there's also people that end up getting into it thinking that you can make more money, that you can, because they see people that become quite successful in the sport, but don't realize how much of a grind they had to put in, but you had to sit down and make the conscious decision. All right, I'm giving up a good job and I'm intentionally going where I know I can't make anywhere near as much money, but I love it. You had to sit down and go, all right, shit, I'm going to pull the trigger. This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And
That's
I
good.
did it. It was okay, but sometimes it doesn't work. But for me, it wasn't easy, like you say. Sometimes people is thinking, oh, maybe Juan Mayer or anyone else in the sport is making a lot of money. We are not.
Right.
Sometimes we are struggling asking for a lunch in the boogie. But
Yeah.
that's whatever. Doesn't really matter.
No,
Me,
I
it doesn't
mean,
really matter. It's okay.
oh, I completely agree. I mean, well, what other group of people do you know get to travel the world and do the amazing shit that a skydiver at your level does,
Mhm.
money or not? I mean, holy shit, the experience that you have, people pay 10 times as much, to get while they're living a miserable life in a job they don't like.
It's true. It's true.
you
Absolutely
know,
true, man. But it's a choice, At the end, I respect if someone is not taking the risk or doing a live a
yeah,
different life. But this is what I love, and this is what I'm doing, and I will keep taking a risk.
sure. So now you've worked all over the world. I know that you said you started in Deland jumping, and then you ended up working in Arizona. What did the family think of you taking off from Argentina? And I mean, you've been gone a long time now.
Well, they at the end, I think they understood that I was happy, doing it. Yeah, this is the main thing. Even my daughter sometimes is telling me, be careful, daddy, what are you doing? And I of course I listen to that. There are some crazy shit I'm not doing anymore because of her. But
Sure. Yeah,
no,
they
not
changed the
family
whole
under.
game.
Yeah,
The kids changed the whole damn
oh,
game.
for sure, man. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
how I became a father when I was very, very new in skydiving. And the idea of base jumping was attractive right up until she was born. And then it was no longer an option.
Oh, it was the same for me, exactly the same.
Yeah. Instantly, I'm like, no, my daughter deserves to, have her dad, see her graduate and get married and do all this stuff. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that.
No. It's that definitely is too risky, for me. I
Well, for me
understand people
too. I
doing
mean,
it.
and you and I have a lot of friends that are obviously at the very peak of the sport of base jumping and amazing at it. And I am wholeheartedly supportive of their choices to do that. I just is a bridge too far for me.
Yeah. Definitely.
So you worked in Arizona, and then what came next?
Well, I was there just for the event, and I start traveling everywhere. Basically, luckily the people start liking what I was doing, and they start calling me from everywhere, and it was good, really, really good.
Nice.
It was many times like I was like without money, I was like, what am I doing, bro?
Right.
And I called my boss a couple of times from the army. I called him back and said, well, is my position still there? And he was like, yeah. I was like, no.
Just
But
checking.
yeah, I started traveling around the world, and after was Dubai and many other projects everywhere. I was jumping in places like I never imagined I
Sure.
was going to jump, And,
Well, I mean, Dubai is where you and I met, and we got to do a lot of really cool projects together.
a lot. Yeah.
Which I can't even begin to list some of the shit that we got to do there. Dubai was a unique experience. That place, especially when you and I were there, was just going off with crazy special projects.
Well, everything was happening there,
Everything.
Luckily, we were there. We were there to enjoy all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, for sure. It was funny because I was actually putting together a little intro vid for when I air this episode, and it's when I was flying the Sherpa and I did the high-speed pass for you.
Yeah. I still remember that plane shaking, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You're like, hey, I want a high-speed pass. How fast can you go? And I'm like, shit, we can go 160. You're like, let's not do 160. How about 140?
And the Sherpa, you know, what's a weird plane. But
yeah, it's a very strange plane, especially, and it's
strange.
big enough though that when I shot the video of you, you're the only one in the plane, you know, doing the duck walk back to the door. And it's funny because when you exit, you go down and you disappear below the door of the aircraft, and then just shoot up out of frame.
Yeah, I still remember that. Man.
Yeah.
But everything was happening there. You know, I still remember asking for a different color of helicopter. You know, like doing a jump with Olaf with his yellow suit, and they sent a gray helicopter. I say, I'm sorry, but we need the other one. Well, it was only in Dubai, you know.
Right? Yeah, only in Dubai can you order the color
cool.
helicopter you want.
Yeah. Well, it was really cool for me as a photographer. Was like a dream, you know. Because
yeah. Well, and there was
where I could do anything I wanted.
Literally anything you could come up with. You could daydream whatever, and chances are they'd make it happen. I mean, not to mention you're jumping with rock stars from every generation, right? I mean, everyone from Noah to Olav to Omar and all these amazing people that were at the beginning and the cutting edge. You know, I mean, it was just great.
Yeah, it was like a dream. Definitely.
What do you think your favorite project out there was?
Oh, this is a difficult question.
Right?
There were so many, but one of the more challenging was the Guinness record from the balloon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one was really cool, but challenging at the same time because I was the only one doing the video, and we need to get all these people getting out of the balloon in 3 seconds, maximum 3 seconds. So,
right.
But luckily, we did a really good teamwork and we got it. But I still remember myself hanging out of the basket, and I was like, shit.
Right. Well, so how did that work? Did you just leave first and everyone followed you within 3 seconds?
No, we exit at the same time, but I need to get if someone was getting out of the frame, even one person, it's no Guinness World Record. So
right.
You need to get out of the balloon in maximum in 3 seconds. So it was really hard for me to figure out when to exit, you know, and also explain to the people, to all the funny skydivers, you know, please, we need to do a really good teamwork and exit all at the same time. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, you know.
Sure. Now, how many people did that end up being?
I don't remember. It was 25 at that time.
25 people in one balloon.
They released 10 base jumpers. Then we kept going up, and 7,000 feet, around 7,000, it was 25 people, I think. And a few people stay in the basket as well to get some weight for the balloon.
So he didn't end up in outer space?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Raul and Alan and Sandrine and all these friends staying in the balloon, you know, there. But they felt it, you know, as soon as we exit, they felt like going up.
I bet they did.
But there were many different projects there that were really cool, you know.
Yeah, we got to do so many. I got to fly so many of them. I can't even remember most of the projects that we flew. Actually, the one that I remember the most is because it was the most recent one, and that was the big Skytrash jump.
Oh, yeah, man.
And
that was amazing.
Oh, the best part about that was after the fact when I met you and everybody at the bar, and you looked me in the eyes really sincerely, and you're like, "Are you sure I can post this picture?" Like, yeah, man.
Brother, I remember because the main thing of that was getting you in the shot, you know?
Yeah.
Playing passing, and I knew because I know you, I know your skills, that you was going to pass very close to the formation. I was waiting on the left side in freefall, waiting for the plane coming. I was like, oh man, where is him? And I still remember to hear the plane coming. I was, oh shit. This is not right, man. If I can hear the plane coming. But it was super cool, man.
Yeah, I remember
That feeling was amazing.
the visual for me was fantastic because by then, of course, the formation had been together for quite some time. I spotted the smoke from
Yes.
Nick and Matt, and I came around the corner and went, "All right, cool, I got him." And then I was able to line it up perfect because I knew where you were and I knew where I needed to be to get right in the shot. Oh, it was so much fun.
That was super cool, man.
Yeah, how many wingsuiters were on that?
Oof, 20 something or around 20.
Yeah, it was a
It
big
was a cool
formation.
plane.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Super cool.
that was so much fun.
Yeah. And so many friends there, you know. It was
Yeah.
super cool.
Now
Super.
you've done a couple of really cool projects outside of there as well. You were doing a lot of jumping in Egypt, no?
A lot, yeah. Actually, the last 5 months I was there shooting for the Skydive Faros. It's a new drop zone they're planning to open there.
Nice.
I've been there like 20 times already. Yeah, was
Well,
really
you were with some of the first expeditions jumping the pyramids, yeah?
well. The first one was the accuracy competition.
Mm.
Like I remember one of the guys in the desert telling me that, oh, I'm going to jump at the pyramids. He was going to jump at the pyramids. I was like, really? Is it allowed? And he was like, yeah. So I started sending emails already, you know. But it's an
Sure.
accuracy competition. I was like, I don't care, bro, if I'm doing only one jump. So I went there, and yeah, I remember that this first event, it was a security guy in the helicopter, not allowing people to jump with cameras, you know. So I was with my full setup cover in the helicopter, and just a second before putting the helmet on, and the guy running to the ramp, I said, no, it's not allowed. And getting out, you know, and changing memory cards when I land, and then it was crazy. Even Jared was there, you know.
Oh, that's right. Jared Martin was he was competing.
So I told him, bro, sit very close to the ramp, because when I show him my helmets with all the cameras, we need to get out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was only 5,000 feet, but it was enough for me.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
Well, I mean,
never imagined that after that, I would be going there like almost every year, you know.
Well, and that the pictures and video that are coming out of that are absolutely iconic in what's happening, you know, over the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, some of the most amazing shots that I've seen you put up have the pyramids in the background. I mean, come on.
Oh, this is incredible. The feeling, even flying under the canopy, I was always telling people like a pull high and enjoy the view, because it's something really incredible, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of your camera equipment, I obviously have gone through a couple of surgeries now to recover from years and years of abuse, starting with the old Hi8 cameras and the PC ones. How is your neck holding up? How are you physically finding shooting video all these years? Is it taking its effect?
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of damage in my neck, you know. Of course, I'm still okay, and I'm taking care of myself, doing different exercises and different kind of body position in the opening, you know. And now I start jumping the crossfire canopy.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's completely changed my life, you know, regarding openings.
Sure.
Very slow openings and really cool.
Awesome.
But of course, I had last time I met a doctor. She was like a sport doctor, a physiotherapist, and she told me that my neck was really bad. But if I could see a rugby player, it would be even worse, you know.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, this is the price you have to pay for what you do it.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. You know, it's kind of funny because I've talked to people who are like, oh man, all the stuff that you've gone through and the surgeries and everything, you must regret it. And I'm like, no, this is just the check coming due for all the stuff that I've done. I'm like, this is not a surprise to me. It sucks, but it's not a particular surprise.
Of course, we are doing a different kind of stuff if we were knowing before, you know. But
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I remember seeing the pictures of Norman Kent with the neck brace, and his massive camera helmet. And I remember looking at the neck brace going, well, that's just stupid. And of course, now all I can think is, fuck, I wish I'd have worn a neck brace.
Yeah.
The camera flyers coming up now over the last 10 years have no idea how lucky they are with GoPros.
Oh, super lucky.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
It's good for them. I'm happy for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's a bit of a bummer when your doctor's like, yeah, you just shouldn't turn your head anymore.
Yeah. If you go into a normal doctor as well, it's, no, you cannot jump anymore in your life. And say, okay.
Yeah, right. Isn't that funny? As soon as we hear that from a so-called normal doctor, we go, all right, I got to find a different doctor.
Yeah.
No, there's no, I'm finally now, I've recovered enough, I think, where I'll be able to start jumping again. And I'm psyched to be able to go out and jump out of airplanes.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, just not with cameras on my head anymore.
No, that's okay.
No. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you put together a book, dude. How did that come about?
Well, I was in Dubai, and I started organizing my pictures, and I saw many pictures that I took when there wasn't still digital cameras. So my thinking, I was like, well, this photo had to be somewhere, I had to put the picture somewhere to be there forever.
Sure.
For me and also for my daughter, when she's growing up, it would be nice for her to have a book,
Sure.
So I started working on it, and I was like, okay, it will be not difficult to do it. And I started working, and it took me 2 years to do it. Man, when I finished, I was like, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm working a new one already.
Of course you are.
But it was really cool. At least I know now there's all my old pictures are in a book, which is really good. So
yeah, I wish that I had done something like that in regard to all the video that I have. I have hundreds of tapes that are now either probably too old to actually get the information off of, or I wish that I had kept up with, digitizing them, and so that I had a permanent record, because I have a feeling a lot of that stuff that I did, the early stuff, is going to be lost forever, which sucks. It
is, but yeah, it's difficult. I still had a lot of mini DV tapes as well, like I don't know where they are, but somewhere in Argentina, but yeah.
Yeah. I bought a converter and I bought cameras to try and see if I can get stuff. But I've also talked to people that are like, yeah, I had tapes that were half as old as that and they were all gone, just wiped out. So we'll see.
But this is why I did it. Once again, people think I made money with that, but I know I lost a lot of money. But I'm still happy, because when I started, I was like, okay, now I am in Dubai, and kind of people know me, so they will support my project. And I start looking for sponsors. I got only maybe 15-20% of the value that I pay for.
Yeah.
Copies, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but skydiving is, again, one of those sports where everybody is, hand to mouth and it's paycheck to paycheck. And so it's pretty tough to kick that extra money down.
Yeah. But I always say that it's two ways to be a skydiver. If you really like it, or you are rich, which is not my case,
right?
Or you work as a skydiver,
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that really is it. And again, we were both lucky enough to work a long time in Dubai, which was all started by someone with money.
Yeah.
To put together a hell of an operation and allow the operation to do some really cool things. But I think the real world of skydiving is not quite as fancy.
No, not really. But if you really like something, if you really love something, you find a way, man.
Oh, yeah.
You find a way. It won't be easier. It won't be easy, but you find a way.
Sure.
If you really want it,
So now what big projects do you have coming up?
I have a couple of two that I cannot mention much about it. It's a personal projects,
Okay.
That I really want to do. But now I'm helping the Skydive Faros as well to start the new drop zone. And I had different kind of ideas as well. I'm trying to always to get myself motivated, even if there are no specific projects.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm going there. Before I was planning a lot of things ahead, and now I'm living like the way that day by day.
Sure.
Whatever happened tomorrow, we'll see.
Well, I think COVID kind of did that for a lot of us, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, everybody shifted gears in COVID. COVID is when I kind of decided, all right, it's time to step back from flying full time and kind of take it a bit more day by day. And
yeah. And it's personally is I can feel that I'm showing more now, because before I was thinking a lot of projects, even in Dubai. Okay, in a month will happen this project, and we had a competition the next week, and I wasn't really enjoying the present.
Sure.
I was super happy, but now I'm like a more chill, and still doing good stuff that makes me happy, but enjoying more the day by day.
Sure.
And I can see that now I'm not planning anything ahead, and I'm still going. The things still happening, and it's more relaxed.
Shit, Juan, we're slowing down, man.
I know. I know.
It's catching up, man. It's kind of funny. Yeah. I mean, every day it's a little bit harder to get out of bed, but once you make it out of bed, you're like, yes, all right.
Another day.
So, hey, what kind of advice do you have for newer camera flyers that are just starting to figure things out? What kind of tips and tricks and what should they be thinking about as they start their career flying camera?
Well, I'm not really good at it, because I don't like to be in the position. This is what you have to do. But what I could say is like to talk with everyone, when you're at the drop zone, talk with experienced people, with the beginners, with everyone, and ask for advice. Now you had everything. You had everything online. You had a lot of people at the drop zone with a lot of experience or no experience. Just talk with the people. And like I said before, if you really like something, just go for it.
Sure.
No matter how, like I did a lot of seminars for beginners. And sometimes, man, I saw so many good ideas that I was putting into my helmet, that from beginners, that they came up with ideas oh, man, it's super cool. And you can really see when you're doing these kind of seminars, who is really going for it, who's really passionate to do it, and who is just doing it just to see, what it is about.
Sure.
So, yeah, I don't know, my tips or recommendation, I don't know how to call it, is just go for it. And of course, everybody had my contacts and everything online. Whatever you need, just send me a message. Sometimes it's taking a while to answer.
Sure.
I'm trying to answer all the questions, And even if you think it's a stupid question, just send it. It's nothing stupid,
Nah, no such thing as a stupid question. No, and you're right. The ideas that come out of the newer guys, I think, can be groundbreaking just because they don't know they're not supposed to do that shit. Right? They're trying shit that the establishment has decided won't work or never thought of. And we're so used to, this is how you set up a camera. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. Yeah. And we kind of stopped thinking outside the box because we found a way that works, but it's not necessarily the only way.
It's true, man. Yeah. It's never the only way, never.
Yeah.
Of course, I had to say, like, be safe. Be careful what you're doing, but sometimes you got to go for it. And,
sure.
It's difficult. It's risky to do cameras for your body, for the other people, but when you're getting what you want, it's making you very happy.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to give any advice to upcoming camera flyers, it would be stretch and consider a neck brace.
Yeah. Well, of course, when you're younger, you're not listening that part much.
Of course not. Oh, man, that's probably my biggest regret in life is that I didn't learn to stretch younger, because now, So look, how do people get a hold of your book? How do they find you on social media? How do they find your Instagram and check out all the amazing images that you shoot? How do they find out about the Pharaohs?
Well, my Instagram is Juan Mayer Photo, and you can have all my details now. or juanmayer.com is my website. And whatever you need, just send me a message. If you need a copy of my book, of course, you can send me an email or a message on Instagram, and I can ship it to anywhere around the world.
Awesome.
The book is in 3 languages: it's Spanish, English, and Arabic as well. So there's a lot of text as well of my
a lot of stories,
and a few tips as well.
Nice.
In photography, right? But
now, when you put this new book that you're going to start working on, is that going to be available on the website and such too?
It is available on the website.
Awesome.
I'm not really good at it. I have to do a lot of work because I'm doing everything by myself.
Sure.
But if you really want the book, you will get it. Yeah, it's not
fantastic.
Send me a message and you will get it. And
well,
I will repeat it please, if you had any questions or remember, we are the ones showing the sport to the rest of the world. So ask questions, and give me ideas as well, because I'm always waiting for new ideas. If
absolutely.
Something that you cannot shoot because you are not very experienced. If you had any idea, just let me know and I will try to do it. And of course, I will credit the person whose idea.
Of course. See, that's the most awesome thing about the sport is people want to stoke the fires and get other people interested, and it's for nothing other than the love of the sport, which is fantastic.
100%. Yeah.
Juan, I'll tell you what, man, I cannot thank you for taking the time to sit down with me today. I know you're in Denmark with your daughter, so I appreciate her letting you come to the show with me.
Yeah. No, man, thank you so much, because normally people is not doing this kind of stuff, it's not talking with the cameraman, so not showing the real part of the sport, that this is the real part of the sport. We can do a lot of cool stuff, but this is the main thing of the sport, having friends or sharing things. Remember, share everything, no, there's no secret.
No. It's definitely a community thing. And you and I worked together for a long time, so it's great to still be able to keep in contact.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. No. Believe me, it's been my pleasure.
No, man.
See ya.
Okay, brother.
And there you have it. Another episode of Lunatic Fringe Into the Void, brought to you as always by, and say it with me, fuck yeah, NZ Aerosports. Head to nzaerosports.com. By Pussfoot. That's right, head to pussfoot.com, the extreme sports collective, and check out everything they've got to offer. By summitparachutesystems.com. Jarrett Martin and the family cranking out amazing pilot rigs, as well as incredible rigging courses. And now joining the Lunatic team, it's the one and only Tony Suits. You know him, you love him. Head to tonysuit.com. Check out all the amazing standards, as well as the new incredible signature line they've got going on. And as for us, the Lunatic Fringe is now on YouTube. That's right, you're going to have the chance to put faces to the audio by heading to youtube.com and looking up the Lunatic Fringe podcast. It's easy. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out all the amazing videos from the previous guests that we've had, as well as new and upcoming interviews on video. As always, I am the fucking pilot. Head to thefuckingpilot.net or theprincesspilot.com. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time around. Well, holy shit. I actually managed to do it. After procrastinating for ages, I finally managed to produce an audiobook version of the Lunatic Fringe book. It's currently available on all Amazon sites, audible.com, and shortly on iTunes. And if you're the page-turning type, it's also, of course, still available in Kindle form, paperback, and hardback on Amazon. 10 hours and 10 years worth of Blue Skies Magazine's articles, all available to you right fucking now, including a few author's notes and even an apology or two. Enjoy.